Okay, onto the lips. So I really wanted to have that pop of red lips for this portrait because studying classical art, I noticed that a lot of paintings had a very beautiful pale face and this pop of red lips. So I wanted to capture that and I found it very romantic at the same time. So to capture that red color, it's not that I just place on red, it's actually a combination of colors. So I'm going to start out with the darkest red, which was the sienna. And I am going to darken just the corner of her lips, under her upper lip, and under her lower lip. I don't apply the color on the sides of her lips. Now I'm going to take the Carmen Extra Fine, and I'm going to apply it to the top lip. Now, usually the top lip is darker than the bottom lip, but you know, I don't always follow that rule, but usually if you look at a face, that is usually the case because the lower lip is usually more poutier. And I'm going to just add a dash of the carmine even to the bottom lip, but I'm not filling it out totally. I'm going to apply the color. I'm going to fill it out a little bit more on the top lip. I want the top lip to be darker than the bottom lip in this painting. And then I'm going to take the Vermilion Dark. It's a bright orangey red color, and I'm going to fill in the lines now. And the mixture of the vermilion with the carmine is going to produce this bright red color, the color that I actually want the lips to be. And just mixing them up together will create a nice bright red lip. So here I took the carmine and I'm just adding it to the sides of the lips just to darken it out. Just add a little bit more red. And the bottom lip is usually the lighter color, usually pops out more on the face. So that's why making the lip a little bit brighter or lighter kind of brings a realistic look to the face. But again, I'm not trying to be realistic in this painting. I would like the painting to be a little bit painterly, a little bit of fantasy, romantic. And then I take my stump and I just blend in the corners just so the color is not so harsh. And here I go, I go back and forth. I decide, do I need to darken up the top lip? Do I need to add more color on the bottom lip? And so I go back and forth, take my time. As you can see, this is all in real time. So, this is supposed to be a relaxing coloring session, and I'm basically just taking my time and enjoying myself. So I'm taking my blending stump and I'm just very lightly blending in the inside of the mouth. I don't want the teeth to be strikingly white. So I need to make the lips pop out more. So I'm going to take that purplish color to add depth, and I'm going to add it to the Cupid's bow just on top of the lip there. And I'm going to add it in the middle of the mouth just to make the lips seem pouty and under the lip, so the bottom lip pops out more. And I did add it just underneath the nose. And then I take my trusty blending stump, the skinny one, and I blend it away. I don't want any harsh lines. And that is the trick, even for like that romantic look, is, you know, blend it all out just so there's no harsh lines. And any pigment that might have fallen out, you could just stroke it away with your fingers. And I'm taking my little eraser and I'm bringing back the light, adding a little bit highlight. So, you know, the teeth would be white, but I don't want it to be so strikingly white. I'm adding a little bit of highlight there on the chin because the chin would be popping out just a bit. I don't want to take out all the shading. I want to keep the shading under the lip as much as possible. And then just starting from the left, I'm going from a small dot to then a bigger dot and then to like a more of a line, so from small to large, kind of demonstrating a little bit of highlight on the lip and just a little bit there on the top lip, on that side, the left side, where the light in my mind would be shining. So here I'm just deepening the highlights. Here I'm cleaning the lip up a little bit more. And once I finish all that work, I kind of step back and I just, you know, I kind of see, okay, I want to fix the lip, so I'll play with the colors. I'll get out my colors and I'll just try to fix the lip wherever I see needs color, a little bit more darkness, a little bit more shading, and I'll just go back and forth. Sometimes, you know, it's not always the way you want it the first time you color, so I usually go back and forth. And that is about it for the lips. We will be heading now to the eyelashes and the eyebrows.